Okay, should we talk about the different alignments?
Sure. Yes. So I'm going to break this up first in talking about the Chinatown International District corridor, and then moving up onto First Hill and Capitol Hill.
Okay.
So at the south end of the alignment, where we're connecting with light rail at the International District Station, as well as commuter rail, Sound Transit Express buses, one of the things that we need to solve in this phase is how will we effectively turn the streetcar back around, recognizing that there's a lot going on in terms of other transit at 5th and Jackson, and that we don't want to impede those kinds of operations. So we have a couple of concepts here for what we call a turn-back loop, and one of them we're calling the Pioneer Square turn-back loop, because what it does is it comes westbound on Jackson, has a stop at 5th and Jackson, but then continues to 2nd, and then comes back on the old waterfront streetcar alignment on Main Street before heading back eastbound on Jackson. And one of the ancillary benefits of that is that it would provide a stop that would be within Pioneer Square, and here's an image of what that might look like there. As you can see, it's at a point that's sort of a portal to the King Street Station hub and the stadium area as well. And then another alternative we call the Weller Street turnback loop, where we come westbound to 5th and then turn onto 5th South, and would have a stop right on the International District Station Plaza there before looping back out Weller to Jackson. And that option has one of its advantages is that you have this easy access without crossing a street onto that station plaza. So I'm going to move fairly quickly through the alignment alternatives and just take questions as you go, or as we get to the end of it, and then talk about what the alignment criteria are. So now moving kind
Just
of
a
up.
second, Ethan. On those two options, the Pioneer Square or the Weller Street, does our funding package cover both or either one of those options, or does one of those options present any problems for us?
One of the criteria is going to be the capital cost of these alternatives, and we're in development on that now, and we'll have comparative cost estimates for all these alternatives by our next set of meetings, which is second week of February. So we'll be able to answer that question shortly here.
Yeah, I think that is an important question that we'll have to have answered for each of those, as well as ridership.
Right.
But what would we expect in terms of the number of people we would carry?
There's a slide when we get to the end of the alignment alternatives that has a list of the criteria, and we can have kind of a discussion of how those are going to be approached.